No one announces the collapse. There is no warning siren, no official countdown. One morning, the power flickers, the shelves look thinner, gas lines grow longer, police radios go silent, and then the truth sinks in. The system is not coming back today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not at all. When society starts to fracture, location becomes destiny. Some states turn into pressure cookers, crowded, dependent, fragile. Others become lifeboats, wide land, strong resources, fewer people. In a real collapse, where you live could decide if you eat or if you don't. If you stay warm or freeze in the dark, if you stay free or get trapped in chaos. These are 7 states many survival experts say you should leave before it's too late. When disaster hits, cities break first, not because people are weak, because cities are fragile. Modern life runs on constant supply. Food trucks, power lines, water treatment plants, digital payment systems. If even one part stops, the whole chain shakes. If several parts stop, the system collapses. And the biggest cities in the most crowded states depend on the longest supply chains. That makes them the most dangerous places when the flow stops. California looks like paradise. Sunshine, farms, ocean views, but under the surface it is fragile. Huge cities, extreme population density, water shortages, wildfire seasons that grow worse every year. Millions of people depend on imported water and food. If trucks stop rolling, shelves empty in days. Traffic alone could trap people on highways during evacuation. A single blocked road could turn escape into a nightmare. In a collapse, the Golden State could become a golden cage. New York is powerful, but power comes with dependence. In New York City, millions live stacked in towers. Few own cars. Most rely on trains, subways, or buses. Food arrives daily by truck. Water is pumped through massive systems. Electricity flows constantly to keep elevators and lights running. If the power fails, the city turns vertical. People trapped in dark buildings. No elevators, no working pumps, no refrigeration. And when millions panic in tight streets, escape becomes almost impossible. Florida is warm, flat, and surrounded by water. It is one of the fastest growing states in America, but it has serious weaknesses. Hurricanes strike regularly. Flooding is common. And much of the state sits just above sea level. In a major disaster, evacuation routes fill quickly. Gas stations run dry. Traffic stretches for miles. Many residents depend on tourism jobs and imported food. If supply chains break, the state could face shortages fast. And when a storm hits during a collapse, there may be no recovery crews coming. Illinois carries the weight of Chicago, one of the largest cities in the country. Dense neighborhoods, cold winters. Heavy reliance on infrastructure. In normal times, Chicago thrives. In a breakdown, it becomes a giant demand center with limited resources nearby. Winter alone could turn deadly. Without steady fuel or electricity, heating becomes a life or death issue. Large populations in cold climates have one big weakness. They cannot wait long for help. New Jersey is small in size, but huge in population density. Many communities depend on nearby cities like New York or Philadelphia. Food, jobs, and supplies flow across state lines every day. If those urban centers fail, New Jersey feels the shock instantly. There is limited farmland, limited space to spread out, and too many people competing for too few resources. In a crisis, crowded states with little land become pressure zones. Louisiana sits in a dangerous place. Low land, hot weather, frequent storms. New Orleans alone shows the risk. A city below sea level, protected by levees and pumps. If those systems stop working, water wins every time. The state also relies heavily on outside food shipments. Heat and humidity make survival harder without electricity. In a long-term collapse, natural conditions alone could drive people out. Nevada looks empty, but much of it is harsh desert. Cities like Las Vegas depend almost entirely on outside supplies. Food comes in by truck. Water comes from fragile systems like Lake Mead. If transportation stops, the desert does not forgive. There are few farms, few natural water sources, and extreme heat in summer. In a long emergency, the desert punishes those without preparation. These states are different in culture and geography, but they share the same risks. High population density, heavy dependence on supply chains, extreme weather or natural hazards, limited local food and water production. In a collapse, the safest areas tend to be rural, resource-rich, and lightly populated, places where people can grow food, find clean water, and defend small communities. Every collapse has a silent clock. It starts ticking before anyone notices. The first shortages, the first power failures, the first panic in the stores. By the time everyone realizes what is happening, the roads are already packed. Fuel is gone, bridges are blocked, and escape is no longer simple. The truth is harsh. In a real crisis, the best time to leave is before anyone else decides to. This is not about fear. It is about awareness. Every state has risks. Every place has strengths. The real question is simple. If the system stopped tomorrow, could your area survive on its own? Would there be food nearby, water that flows without pumps, land that can support life? Or would you be trapped in a place that depends on trucks, wires, and distant farms? When collapse comes, it will not ask for permission. It will not wait for your plan. And the people who survive will not be the strongest. They will be the ones who chose the right place before it was too late.